Meeting to order. Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Amaral. Eugenio. Tucker.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Barnwell. Here. And Mayor Dow.
Here, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. And for the few honors tonight.
Ready to begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay. All right. Any adjustments to the agenda?
Mr. Mayor, we would ask that you pull item E2 for a future agenda.
Okay. E2. All right. All right. Let's move on to B, public appearances. Matters not appearing on the agenda. If you wish to address the council concerning any item within the council's jurisdiction, please raise your hand and be acknowledged by the mayor, and at that time state your name and address for the record. The mayor reserves the right to place a time limit on each person's presentation of 3 minutes. It is requested that longer presentations be submitted to council in writing. Yes, sir. Come to the podium. Thank you.
Paul Rodona, 1498 Fieldview in El Centro, California. So I want to present and thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. I think where's the, how are we going to, there we go. All right, so I'm a local, I just started this business locally. It's called Prestige Bin Cleaning. What I'm here to offer the city is I want to offer, I heard the budget going on and everything, and maintenance on everything. So that's what I want. That's what we offer to the city. Help the cities keep them clean, sidewalks and buildings and so forth. Help public services and just expedite a lot of different stuff. So again, local business from El Centro. It's called Prestige Bin Cleaning. We started off as a bin cleaning services only. We clean our trash cans, but we also do commercial. Example, the Marsh and Ash building. They asked us to clean the entire building. We wash the building. There's two different types. There's power washing and soft washing, which is totally different. Anybody can go out with a power washer and just power wash, but then you're going to leave some what we call tiger stripes. So if you don't know what you're doing, you mess it up. You leave it worse condition than what it was. So we do what's called a soft washing. We're able to wash it with soap and water and all that and get all the grime out. And our business also has a water recovery system. Had to get special permit from the county health department to make sure that any water that drops down, that we're able to collect it and not let it run into our storm drains of the city or anything, protecting the environment. So very important on that. We do a lot of commercial again. This is a ice cream shop. It's called Cachanilla in El Centro. We do their driveways. We've been talking to schools, doing the gum removals in schools. Right now, we're also talking with the city of El Centro. IV Transit, the local bus that moves people around the whole valley. If you've never taken a look at the bus stops, they're horrendous. And I went to IV Transit about it, and they said, no, it doesn't belong to us. It belongs to each individual city. So I'm here. If you look at your bus stops and need some cleaning, we definitely can help you out in that. We have a power washer that it's 180 degrees. It's a big difference. We're shooting hot water at 8 gallons per minute and high pressure. So basically we kind of remove grime and gum, everything off the ground. And we even started doing some pigeon abatement. So a lot of local apartments and condos that have homeowner associations, their homeowners are complaining that the pigeon smell or the bird smell, it smells this, that. So we remove that. We clean them with high pressure, and they're clean, and they're pretty satisfied. Again, this is how we started with cleaning your trash cans. Again, we're self-contained. We carry our own water. We collect our own water, and then we dispose our water probably through the wastewater facilities. And again, you have to have a special permit with the county in order to do this. This is just an example of how the pressure, high pressure and the hot water combined with the 8 gallons per minute. You have your trash can, and it basically leaves it all brand new.
You do that for just residents if they call you and want their trash cans cleaned and cleaned up? Is that how that works or how do you,
Correct. We started as a residential only because the truck has all these capabilities and specialized equipment with it. And we started with that, and then we started now moving over towards more commercial. And we saw the request from customers saying, hey, can you do the building? Can you do sidewalks? Can you do this? I said, we definitely have the equipment for it. And one of the things a lot of people ask for is a couple of things is, can you recover your own wastewater? Because it's a big issue with the health department or anything if the wastewater goes into the sewer system. So we can do that. A lot of customers also, we are fully bonded, insured. Most of them ask for a 1 million liability, $1 million liability insurance. We have a 2 million to cover more than, we exceed that just to make sure. Because there's some customers that we're trying to get that they're asking for 2 million, so that's why we're able to. So we're bonded and everything. So this is the truck. Again, it's self-contained. It has everything inside. We do the restaurants, commercial pads. I set this up. Sorry for it was my residential one, not really the commercial one. But we also do solar panel cleaning because, again, the capability that we carry the water, we have the power washing, we have the extension poles, the water recovery system, all in that truck. I mean, it's a state-of-the-art truck. There's none in the valley, and we're able to provide that service to any city. In fact, we're working with the city of El Centro, city of Calexico, and we're asking, the city of Imperial if they, want to keep their city clean. We can definitely help. Those are some examples of the waste, how it looks, and how we leave them afterwards. Driveways, and again, it's a big issue when the water runs into it, and that's what the vacuum system, everything that we have, we're able to collect it and get it going into, put it away, dispose of it properly, should I say. Again, hot water system, we were basically able to pick up. And the whole point, what I'm trying to hear is, as a city, we all talk about, maintenance, pre-maintenance keeps everything looking good and everything. And that's what I'm here to offer. If you guys ever would like us to come and clean Public Works, we can definitely help them if anything they need. Your regular pressure washer shoots probably about 4 gallons per minute. At 8 gallons per minute, it finishes the job quicker, faster, and much more efficient and save time and money on your employees. We even do fleet washing on car washes. And basically we have 2 trucks available. We have that one that does all the commercial and another vehicle that we do, we're available for fleet washing and any other stuff that, it's more mellow. And that's what I'm here to offer. If you guys have any questions or anything.
did you get the information from the
So-
gentleman? Okay.
Yes, so we do have his information, because there's a few things that, obviously that were mentioned here, and then a few more that I'd like to ask if you guys handle as well, so we wanna
There you go.
meet with you.
Mark your
Pardon?
dates.
I said, there you go.
All right, so,
And the other part is, thank you for coming to
Of
God.
course, anytime.
Remember, you're in God's country over here.
oh
A
yeah.
lot better than El Centro. So you're in God's country.
Well, I'm
here.
trying to beautify all the cities. How about that? All
Yeah,
right.
but when you clean here, it's just a little more like a diamond in the rough, and it's cleaner. And,
All right.
and
So it's
and
already
God's
diamond, we'll
country.
just polish it up.
There you go. There you go.
You also started in our market days, correct?
Oh, at market days? Yeah, well, a little embarrassed what I'm about to say, but I run the lemonade for market days, the Squeezers lemonade, the yellow tin that has a long line, because I started as a hobby, and that's what I do. And then eventually I rolled into this business, retired law enforcement, and rolled into this business, and now we're trying to make it work.
Good
Great.
for you.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
for you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you for your time.
Okay. Anybody else like to speak? Seeing none, we're gonna just right by B and go right into C. Consent
To
agenda.
approve.
All items appearing under consent agenda will be acted city council by one motion. So anybody got a motion?
Made the motion.
Okay, got a motion. Got a second? Please vote.
Oh,
Oh, man, this is a. Yeehaw.
there's
I guess plus,
more
yes.
buttons.
This is kind of like a roundabout, you get a little nervous when you're not
That-
used to something like that, so that's.
What does the plus plus mean?
I think
Do we,
Is there typically a motion at the adjustments to the agenda, if there are adjustments to the agenda?
in
We
past,
haven't.
only if we've added things, not necessarily for pulling them,
Yeah,
Okay. I was
unless
just,
we need to.
yeah, I haven't done that in the past, so,
motion carries for consent agenda items, 5-0.
thank you.
Should we?
Man, did you throw a kibosh in that? That's kind of wild now. But anyway, we figured it out. All right, let's move on to, D1, discussion action, public hearing of the city council, discuss CDBG CV1 public facilities improvement at Eager Park. And we're gonna open that up at 7:49.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, if you recall, back in June of 2020, goodness, or the fall of 2020, as we call it, we successfully applied for CDBG CV1, which was specific to COVID-19 funding that was allocated to the city on a per capita basis in the amount of $76,525. We did that under the public hearing process for CDBG under public assistance, and we created the City of Imperial Public Assistance Program. In doing such, we were able to assist residents who fell into the low to moderate income levels to pay their water bill up, the utility bill up to 6 months if necessary, depending on the amounts owed. That covered all public utilities. So in addition to the cities, we were able to also award for Imperial Irrigation District and SoCal Gas. We did 4 successful rounds. At the conclusion of the rounds, there was still a remaining balance of unused funds in $33,491. What we are asking for council's consideration and what we've put forward is to reallocate those monies, amend the project scope from the public services to the, or public assistance, public assistance program to a community development program. What we have seen in terms of the state and successful reallocations is public facilities improvements, but those facility improvements need to be for open space areas that would address being able to gather safely outdoors to minimize exposure, etc. So in working with Parks Department at the recommendation of Director Lopez, we put forward the Eager Park recreational features that would expand to one of the areas, I believe, would be on the northwest side is where we're looking.
Right, it'd be northwest side. If you know Eager Park, you know that the bathrooms were further west from where they're currently at. Existing right now, it's just a pad there where the foundation was. So there we'll be adding an additional. We'll be removing that pad, making it bigger, putting another gazebo, shelter, bench, a new sidewalk running that way, as well. One of the other improvements being a precast set of cornhole, which is concrete, and they'll be set in ground, and they are pretty heavy, so we don't have to worry about anybody picking them up and walking away with them. And one of the other things is just adding a few other amenities around the playground itself, and this will be 100% staff done.
That is our recommendation. We've done the preliminary work with the state. They do recognize this project and agree that it's an appropriate use of these specific funding, or this specific funding availability. So our recommendation to you is to amend the standard agreement by resolution and then authorize our Parks Department to move forward with the project. And I'll stand for any additional questions that you guys might have.
Can we use some of this money and get the splash pad repaired quicker?
No, we could not.
Okay, thank you.
I've also noticed that I've been going to splash pad a lot lately with my daughter, and there's no seating within the splash pad. Maybe in the future consideration, like benches within for adults, like parents so you don't have to be in the heat outside of that could be some
In the water.
out on the outskirts. I see sometimes people bring their own chairs. But sometimes people forget, and it's a lot hotter outside of the water. So
Okay, we're talking about adding, because there is seating around it. It's
no,
just
but
not
like
enough.
within the underneath the shade.
Oh,
itself.
in the perimeter shade,
Right,
okay.
because there's a huge temperature difference outside of the shade in the water than there is, the seating that's available is significantly hotter. So maybe just something to think about in the future.
What was the,
All right, we're gonna close the public hearing at 7:53. All right, do I have a motion?
Make a motion to adopt 022-35.
Second.
Motion is second, please vote. Hey, it came
Well,
back.
came back.
Oh, man, that roundabout. Okay,
Somebody get got it.
okay.
motion carries 5-0.
Make a motion to approve the authorization to purchase materials and supplies for Eagle Park improvements not to exceed $33,491.
Second.
Motion is second, please vote. It's kind of a bummer. I kind of digged all that crap there on the side. We shouldn't even go back to it.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, let's, move on to E1, discussion action, Prop 68 per capita grant projects.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, if you remember, City Council approved 5 park improvement projects that were funded by Prop 68 per capita monies. One of these projects included the retrofitting of T-ball field lighting at Evans Park. Staff has completed the process of receiving quotes for this project and recommends that the City Council approve the quote submitted by Musco Lighting. And I'll stand for any questions if you have them.
We reach out to maybe like IAD, see if they could help out with anything.
Well, since we have to match, I was thinking about that for the install,
Okay.
but since we have to provide a match for these funds, that will be our match. So the Parks Department, and I'm sure we'll be pulling on Public Works as well for support, will be installing the actual retrofits. That's our contribution and our match to the grant funding.
Okay, I was just seeing maybe they can help us out with our parks since they help out other cities and build their parks. We just want lights.
Okay, so can we have a caveat in this? That if we put these lights in, that the T-ballers have to score their games now, that not everybody's winners, so. So if we're gonna put lights in.
You mean there's no place
You need to come to some of Colton's T-ball games. then,
Well, I'll
because
be
there's
there,
no such
and
thing as keeping score because it's.
That's a crock of
You know,
crap.
I watched-
You gotta score
watched my
games.
son run
Teach your
from-
kids to be
Everybody
winners
wins
and
our-
losers, okay.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
You're so bad, Jeff.
Jeff, did you get trophies when you were little?
Hell no, and
We
it made
can
me
tell,
tough.
we can tell you never got a trophy,
My
Jeff.
kids didn't get trophies either.
You got
Oh, that
ribbons.
movie gave him so much joy.
Okay, so we
You have a motion in a second.
got a motion second, please vote.
It's been a long day.
So that kind of died on the vine.
I think Mr.
Motion carries 5-0.
I think Mr. Redona's second, guessing his appearance here.
Still God's country, remember that.
Yeah.
All right,
But no trophies.
let's go to E3.
Ratio.
Yeah, no triples.
Ratio.
That's the one.
Discussion action, special meeting of the city council. Selection of special meeting of the Pearl City Council regarding municipal budget 22-23.
Mr. Mayor and members of the council, given that we do not have a scheduled regular city council meeting between now and the start of the fiscal year, our next regular meeting is July 6th. We ask council's consideration in scheduling a special meeting to take action and adopt the municipal budget prior to the start of the fiscal year. So we would ask what council's availability is within the next 2 weeks, and we publicly notice that in accordance with all Brown Act requirements for that.
Can we do it like we did today, be in early before the meeting and do it that time? Is that okay, guys?
On July
Yes.
sixth. can we-
Yeah.
You mean on July 6th?
Yeah.
Asking for both.
I'm asking for, yes, for
It is
before the fiscal
before
year.
the meeting.
Before July one.
Before July 1. Let me make it specific.
Now you got it
Before
right.
July 1.
Aye.
But we can make it at 5 o'clock on any time before.
What's
Do it on
everybody?
July,
Or-
June 30th at midnight?
I'm not available. Can we do
I'm over
it?
here like,
Let's do it on the 29th. I'm off standby.
Can we do it? Oh, that's wrong month.
Let's do it on the 29th, Jeff. I'm off standby.
Yeah, I mean, can we
the
do it?
last Wednesday.
Yeah, can we do it June
When-
29th?
29th or 30th?
Absolutely.
29th, I'm
I
okay.
think let's do it the 29th.
Yeah.
James got it,
Yeah,
29th.
Thank you.
At 5 PM?
That's fine with me. What
Do
do
you want to
guys-
keep it earlier?
Yeah,
Everybody
Yeah, just in case we gotta go long.
okay,
Okay, that's it.
so do we need a motion on that?
You schedule it.
Says
We'll
discussion
schedule it.
action.
Yeah, we'll schedule it. That was the direction given, so.
Okay.
Yep.
All right,
So everyone mark their calendars.
29th,
29th of
29th
November.
it is. Okay, I'm gonna,
Hey, Siri, 29th, 4:30.
okay, we're gonna adjourn this meeting until the next regularly scheduled meeting, Wednesday, July 6th at 7 PM.